ended, and they threw a curveball. I was watching the whole stream. They're like, all right, 5 for sure wards were coming out. I was like, all right, wards collection is going to go up to 25. They said only one prime, two breakouts. Two breakouts wouldn't change anything, and they hit 2 SIGs, only need one more. But they did only show 2 of the 6 players that you can get from the events with no restrictions. That's going to be a wild, wild event. But it threw a curveball at the end. They said the collections are going to be different. They're saying that cards that don't have a collection that you collected will have something. On top of my head, real quick, I'm thinking some of the prospects. You go into the prospects and you only have the original. You don't have some of the later ones. They're not all the prospects cards that were released are not here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, they did. They changed it. There's 29. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 4, 28, and 29. So they did change it last time I checked it. Players League still the same. So they're saying there's a bunch of cards that don't have a collections. Everything here has a collection, I can see. The only thing I can think of that's going to matter is your team affinity. There is no collections for these. The little gold prospects, there is nothing. So my bet is they're going to throw that in there too. They said they can listen to people's concerns last year, and they're like, okay, we're going to, we heard your feedback. It's still going to be a chase. It's still going to be a card. Maybe it'll be a number of uniqueness cards. If that's the case, then having your team affinities caught up to stage 3 makes it 1, 2, 3 cards times 30. That's 90 cards if it's a chase to an X amount, a number of unique cards per se that are not live series. I'm thinking that could be it, because if they're not going to do the collections, if they're not going to do the percentage of collections, that's the only other way they can do it. And he said there's going to be cards that you don't have a collection for are going to matter. So the only thing I can think of off the top of my head is the prospects cards. Everything else is buyable or in a set. Even the future stars, all the ones like Casey Mize is in there. Joe Adell is in there. Brendan McKay is there. Dustin May, Dylan Carson. The only ones is the prospects. So they're alluding to the prospects. Either A, they're going to have a set for those gold prospects, or they're doing it this completely different. At first, I was like, hey, no player leagues are going to be in there. I don't know no more. Just because I don't know, I'm going to start creating buy orders for every single one. I'm going to start one each initially so I can start getting them. If they're required, it'll be great. I'll finish this set, get a card that I don't need, but wait. Oh, wow. This card has dropped. These cards are dropping so much. People are probably either A, expecting them to be in a Conquest pack. I don't know. But I'm just going to buy them up. Because you can't really go wrong. I don't see they're going too much cheaper than the 7,500 for the cards. And there was a league pack on that. I don't see it. So yeah, I'm just going to buy, get at least one of each. So I have this set done. These are required for the Wagner type set, now that we know it's not Wagner. So if they're required, and I'm going to eventually get it done once the price settles after I make the money off people trying to do it first day, I'll eventually get it done. And if they're needed for the set, great. I can complete this set and have them count. So I get some of my money back. The last one here. And they're giving out another live series card for free in the shop tomorrow. So look for the shop, go to your shop, packs, and it's just a live series cards that you're just going to get. So what that means is, I wonder if it's 85 or 89. If that's 85 and 89, plus the flash sale, it's going to probably be a live series. Plus they're giving you for the moments. I don't see those 85, even with the price stub increase. I do not see anything under 89 holding value. Let's see. And already they're dropping. Acuna was like 10,000. Yelich was like 12,000. Bettis was 14,000. They're already dropping. People are like, oh shoot, they're just going to hand out live series 89 less. The only thing that will change on that is if they make that free pack have a chance to get the Power 7. because the moment it said 85.89, they said on the stream 85.89. So I'm thinking the 7 weren't included. That's why these prices are holding steady. You got Garrett Cole 165. If they allow you have a chance. Maybe if they do, it's gonna be 1 in 10 chance to get 90 above. You will see, and if it's a free pack, you will see these all start climbing down, even with the stub sale. Now tomorrow's the flash sale. What does that mean for you guys? With we not knowing if it's a vouchers, it doesn't look like it's gonna be a voucher for the sets. So the signatures, I would have been saying for sure they're going to add one more through the event, so probably the end card of the event. So there's going to be 20, 15. Awards, definitely. They already announced exactly 5. 33, I'd say 25. But I don't know. And that's going to crazy up the market. Like before, you knew they were adding 5 of these. Some were not attainable right away. You have to grind it to the henchmen and then to the end. So, and you had Gates, you had Guerrero, Donaldson, just too expensive. Cars over 200K. Banks, and then you had, World Series BR, the Pedroia, Foster. So you had Gates. So you had to get everybody else that was not through skill gap, which means everybody went up. Like Salvador, Daniel Murphy, Shane Vertran. I sold on mine. I always sell on the hype, not on the realization, and then buy on the panic. Let's see what people are panicking now when I sold them all. They're not still the same. They are going to do a headliners pack. Sell now while you got it. And buy anything cheap. Sell everything. Sell everything while they're high. Signature, awards, rookies. You got rookie card players. You got some Ryan Bronze. You got the gold. Sell everything. Because it doesn't look like it's going to be a voucher. Gamble on the voucher. If you're wrong, you're selling at the high. It's going to go down anyway. So you're going to get buying back at the same price on the sell now. Remember, there's a difference. You're selling on the buy now. And if they go up or stay down. If they go down a little bit, you're buying on the sell now. If they don't change the same at all, you're buying the sell now, which is more than 10% anyway. These cards are way above 10%. Let's see this one. You pull it back up the right way. Robnin. 31.26. More than 10% difference. It doesn't look like it's going to be vouchers. It does not look like it'll be vouchers. And there's the Chase. Chase's record, home run records. I don't know who it's going to be. There's so much speculation on the forum. I wouldn't be surprised if it's unique cards, which makes those gold prospects valuable, makes these faces of franchise valuable. If it's unique, you got to make sure Lightning's valuable and make sure people being paid off the home run derby is so expensive. That'll make them worth it. Not only do they got their studs back and their XP, and they got the Griffey and some show packs, now it counts to the collection for the Wagner type collection, whoever it's going to be. Players League, snatching up the ones just to have it done. So if they say, hey, it's part of it, I'm going to lock them all up, collect the little 6 show packs and little XP that really doesn't matter. Get the Blake Snell that I'll never use, but then the Blake Snell is also an extra card going for the Chase. So we're only going to find out tomorrow. I say dump everything now. That's what I did. I have nothing saved no more. I always sell on the hype, buy on the panic. Flash sale come tomorrow starting at 12 o'clock. Make sure you delist everything in your rosters and your events. Events should be gone, but sometimes it hangs up, so make sure you forfeit now if you're done with it. Take out put non-sellable cards on your lineups in all the different formats. I have 4 different ones. Do that. Okay, so the flash sale is going to start at 12. Don't know which one's the first one going to be. Whatever it is, whatever that flash sale it is, if it's live series, headliner, Ducks in the Pond Pet, whatever, people are going to be gambling. There's not people who already have mantle, got nothing else to spend their money on, so they're just going to gamble. Everybody, and then they'll come to the forums and say, "Oh God, I know better not to gamble. This rip off on the packs," but they do it anyway. So if they want to toss their stubs away and gamble, sometimes I do. Sometimes I'll buy a couple of headliners packs because I got so many stubs. I just want to play for fun. There's no problem with that, but know what you're getting to when you're going into it. You're gambling. You're playing the lottery. You're going to the store, buying a little scratcher, and seeing if you win. Most time you don't, but hey, it's nice when you do win. You feel good, but prepared mentally that you're not going to hit it. But with your stubs, I'm up to 2,100,000, a little bit more. I should have a little bit more by the time Friday rolls around. So 12 o'clock, whatever. Say it's 12 o'clock to headliners. Within the first 15 minutes, no. Hang off, don't buy. at the 25-30 minute mark of the sale, just watch the market. Just keep on pulling up the cards. Let's go here. Every minute or two, pull up the price and see where it's going. Is it trending down? Look at the sell now and look at the buy now. The sell now and the buy now. If the buy now is dropping and getting really close to the sell now, that means people are just dumping. When there's less than 10%, people are just dumping. Buy now, they're just trying to undercut each other. They want to get some of the money back. A lot of people are like, oh shoot, I'm pissed off. I'm just gonna sell it now. I'm not gonna spend the time. And you'll see the sell now start going down a little bit. But when the gaps go closer, that means there's too much in the market. Wait till it goes down, and once you see it's stagnant and it's not going down, then you start putting your sell now orders in. You start buying them up. Now that we know or we suspect that it's not going to be based on sets, no getting vouchers for each set, it could still be. He says things are different. Maybe they're not going to require as much. They did say it was a grind, it was a lot, and they heard the feedback and all that. So maybe it's not going to be that 75%. Maybe it's going to be 50%. And if it's 50%, all these cars tank. Every single one. The golds especially. The ranked season, the ones that people are driving up the prices. Let's go. It's going to tank. Let's go veteran. Which one that you can't get? Chamel, I think you can't. 13,000 for gold. This because it was only attainable at one time through a program? Yeah, third inning program. Most people got done, used it for collection, locked it up. I didn't. I just sold it. 13,000 gold, that's going to tank. If it's not required, 75% of these collections are not required. Because look at right now, let's see here. Just from ones that are no sale that you get from grinding and doing the live series, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 32, 33 cards in the veteran. Say they require half of that, 17. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 21. If they drop from the 75% to 50%, which sounds possible because they said they listen to feedback. I don't know. 50%, then we don't need all these golds. We don't need these cards that are the Jimmy Rollins. We don't need the Luke Garretts. We just needed to grind. As long as you did every player program, you did the affinities, and you did the inning programs, you get all these cards. These are all no sell collected, some no sell collected, no sell collected. You get them for free. I think that's what they're learning to with the prospects and the affinities and all that. Is they're just going to acquire a lot of cards, but from a lot more sets and space them out. The chase, maybe having a card reward after X amount of unique cards, another one after next X amount of unique cards. Not necessarily set by set basis, just an overall number of uniqueness. Kind of like, and where I got this idea from, that's probably going to be like that. If you go into the live series, free agents, yeah, I got so, where are the free agents at? I got so bored I completed this one. This always changes. 303 out of 80. This always changes. Collect 380. Always changes. There's more free agents. I sold some, so, I got none, but this always changes. It goes up to 400, 350, 220. It changes. I wouldn't be surprised if they use this system for the Wagner type collection. And have stepping XP, still grinds. And it'd be labeled like Flashback Legends, Rookie Prospect, or just called Wagner Collection. And you have to collect all these different cards, which makes sense. Because what are you doing when you're collecting the Wagner from last year? You're collecting a bunch of unique cards to get the Holy Grail card. So they're probably going to do that. Hey, you collect X amount of cards that are unique, that are not live series, boom, you get the Wagner. And if that does, it's going to kill the market. It's going to kill the market on all the gold, flashbacks and legends, some of the diamonds that were only attainable through World Series and BR ranked. It's going to kill the market. So if I were to do, just wait for the flash sale. If something's on a flash sale, let it hit, buy. It'll go up. That's the lowest point. You'll never lose money on it. It may go up a lot, may go a little, but you'll never lose money if you buy at the lowest point of the flash sale. Make money off that. In that worst case scenario, you have some cards for the Wagner collection. That is it today. Any questions? Let me know. Don't forget to subscribe or follow so you can be the first one to find out. And thanks for watching.